Holy shit. The roof is on fire. House got absolutely destroyed. What are you, the police? Where are you asking about my tag? Come on, what the fuck? What? Oh my god, there's GSP. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. On the rev limiter! You don't get to see Harleys doing wheelies around here much? What is up, guys? It is your least favorite moto vlogger, Brian636, coming to you live with Hood Eats episode 79 on the Harley Davidson Dyna 2000 FXDL. She's been down for a little bit, but she is back and better than ever. And today we are in the southern part of Georgia, just south of Valdosta, where we are going today for Hood Eats, a town rich in history. But first, Brian, why are you starting at a freaking repair garage? Because a lot of you guys know I have a Ford Transit van that I travel in a lot. It's got my bed, it's got my bikes, the 636 is still in there. I'm on my way down to Fort Lauderdale for Broward on top, but my driver's side wheel bearing absolutely exploded, and these guys have to go get a whole nother spindle assembly to put the new wheel bearing in, so because it's so rusted and just screwed up. I've traveled in this van for the past, I believe, 5 or 6 years now, and she's never really left me stranded like this. The only thing that I've ever had to do is replace a radiator hose. Shout out to these guys, Odell Automotive here in Lake Park, Georgia. We are in the middle of freaking nowhere, and these guys are yeah, they're busting their ass to get this thing back on the road. And since I'm not really allowed to help, and I'm riding around on my Harley, I thought, hey, what an amazing chance to do a Hood Eats on a town that probably would have never got a shot with me. But the more I looked into it, the more I really did become intrigued, and I think this might be the most historical Hood Eats that I've ever done on this channel. A lot of people have been asking where this bike has been too. The transmission on it absolutely blew up, and yeah. We had to replace the trans and the bearings within the trans, and it's finally good now. Shout out to the guys over at Misguided, got me dialed. What are these trees like that have, the trees that look like they're weeping willows, are they weeping willows? I don't know. I only really see them down here in the south, like towards Florida or Georgia. Yeah, those. A closed down restaurant or something here, huh? This is definitely, the southern part of Georgia is pretty impoverished, and when I was looking into some of the, like, you know, the medium incomes and whatnot, really did just kind of drive home the current state of some of these counties here. It's no good. No good, Mr. George.
It's no good.
Mr. Georgia, getting on the highway. Speaking of highway, we scraped the tail damn near off this thing. I would be pretty crazy to not have in the back of my mind who's down here on the highways. And I know you guys know what I'm about to say. The infamous GSP. These boys do not play. They will ram you off your bike. They will send a drone after you. They'll send 20 canines on you. Yeah, as far as getting chased in Georgia, it's not on my list of things to do today. I just want to get the hell back on the road. I guess we'll go have some good barbecue and not be all sad that the van is down, but we're heading north right now to the city limits of Valdosta, just because the history that exists there, I think, is super cool, and I think you guys are going to enjoy the scenery around it. And it unfortunately has a lot of Civil War history as far as the Confederacy goes, and all the way up into the 1920s of having Ku Klux Klan and lynch mobs and a lot of dark history. And it exists in this city, and that's literally like the first thing you get when you pull up the city outside of the university. I know it's only like 12 miles north, but this kind of does remind me of my road trip vlog, kicking back on the Dyna and flying 80 miles an hour in the middle of nowhere. What's up, boys? The one immediately waved like he knew me. Yeah. Oh, that must be my boy Danny. Going up to Valdosta for Big Nick's barbecue again. And this thing comfortably glides at like 80, 90 miles an hour, man. It really is a good road trip bike. Pecan rolls, 99 cents. Exit now, the Nut House. What the hell is the Nut House? Oh my God, there's GSP. There they are. That, man. Look at them in brand new Dodge Durangos. I'm shitting my pants just looking at them. I've seen enough memes and videos of those boys doing their thing. I'm okay. Uncle Ricky on the Caterpillar. Movie Air Force Base is right down that way. really big Air Force base that exists. It's pretty close to the border here of Georgia and Florida. And as I say that, we enter into the city limits of Valdosta. Beautiful, look at that. Welcome to Valdosta, a city without, I think that meant to say limits, but it just says without. A city without. And I think as we go into the city, I hope we don't see that, because I'm expecting Big Nick's barbecue. I'm starving. Loudoun County Jail. Damn, dude. That would suck. That's where I'm going to end up after this frickin' Hood Eats. Look at all the logging. Lots and lots and lots of it. It smells like fresh wood chips. Pull up on one of these logging trucks here. They got trees in the front and the back. Is lane splitting legal here in Georgia? I'm pretty sure I know the answer, and it's a resounding no. But are we still going to do it? Yes. Look at that Bigfoot's gas station. What the hell? Come on, Bigfoot. Yeah, as soon as you come into the city limits here, man, we really do start to see a lot of shut down businesses, gas stations, and yeah, the poverty level here is 3 times the national average. Georgia and Alabama and a couple of these southern states have led the country for decades in that. Look at this though, man. There's no better way to see the country than on a motorcycle like this. Buildings looking like East St. Louis over here. Just bombed the hell out. Holy shit. This is probably from the recent storm. Look at the roof. The roof is over here. The roof is on fire. Wow. Is this from the recent storms?
Yeah.
Wow. Was the building operational up until a little while ago?
Right.
What was it? Shay what? Okay. Wow. And the storm just ripped the whole roof right off. And this building as well? This building's just been abandoned for a while? Wow.
Yeah, Helene.
Yeah. Helene did this? Okay. Wow. All right. Hey, you as well. So Helene did this damage. This building's just been abandoned for a long time here.
Throughout Valdosta, trees that were knocked down are either on the ground or on power lines. In some spots, traffic lights are no longer in the air. The roof of a store collapsed and brick walls crumbled during the storm.
As we get into downtown, I want to talk a little bit about history, because that's what this town is. There's a lot of it. In 1860, the city of Valdosta was annexed by the state of Georgia. 1 year before the Civil War started. And man, did Valdosta send a lot of military-age males to go and fight. Look at this little thing, huh? The QT-50. That thing is a QT. In 1863, the women of Valdosta began to riot as almost all the military-age males that were gone were being paid in Confederate currency, and yet the town still wasn't accepting it as a viable currency. I know I would get mad if I was getting paid for something and then the money's no good. Now this is cool. This is on the southern part of town here, the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial. And this is cool for a reason that we're going to get to. In 1918, an African-American farm worker shot and killed his white business owner, the guy that he was working for, by the name of Hampton Smith. Now, the black man's name was Sidney Johnson, and as you can imagine, as a southern town would, it sent this town into a riot. This is before a lot of civil rights, and this is when African Americans didn't even have a vote. And let's be honest, man, these southern states, they're known for being pretty racist. So, with the murder of Mr. Smith, Mr. Johnson quickly became the most wanted person in all of Valdosta. So much so that lynch mobs started to form around here looking for him, going house to house, and ended up killing 13 other African Americans in the process. Hundreds of people were roaming the streets here, searching not just for him, but for pretty much anyone to take their frustration out on. It got so bad that the governor had to send the National Guard down here to break it up. And it caused such an impact on this community that over 500 African American residents fled north to places like Detroit, Chicago, and elsewhere in opportunities of not just work, like we've discussed in many of my Hood Eats, but to get away from said violence. And if we look to the right here, this is how you can really tell how old this town really is the old courthouse. And I believe it's not operational anymore, but it's just a historical artifact down here. But yeah, you can feel like the amount of Southern history here. And a lot of Southern towns, even when I've been in Kentucky and whatnot, the courthouse is always like the center hub. You know, you have one way all around it. And that's same thing with where CSP is in Litchfield, Kentucky. Same exact thing, but just a little bit smaller of a courthouse. Look at this thing just purr, man. Shout out to Burning's Performance for this pipe. Absolutely beautiful on this thing. It's been ripping ever since I put it on, and probably gonna start distributing these soon. And 77 cycles for getting me right on my transmission. I haven't really put it through the ringer yet, but she seems pretty bulletproof so far. And I just missed riding this bike, man. I really did. Got a new fender on the back there. That was our little scrapey. I gotta say, my heart is absolutely racing right now. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but your boy is pretty scared of GSP and some of these Southern police. You know, look at that. Look at that boy. Valdosta Police apply today. Yeah, I'm terrified, dude, because these are some good old boys, and they're not playing. They don't want to hear it from a city slicker like me playing some rap music on his freaking Harley. They don't care. They don't want it. Turn right on Oak Street here. She gets loose. Definitely a little bit of dark history down here that I'm not really used to covering, because I haven't done a lot of southern, like true southern cities like this for Hood Eats. So a little bit dark. I don't like that. It's pretty scary that the Ku Klux Klan was based here and lynch mobs were a thing. So much so that the governor had to send people out here. How's it going? You can see a lot of shrubbery, trees. Everything's getting cut down because of the hurricane that did come through here. These big old, I don't think they're weeping willows. I forgot what they're called. We'll edit in what that's called right here. I don't know, but these things are super cool. What do you think? Look left, look right. Let's send it. Let's send a wheelie on Hood Eats. What would Hood Eats be without one? Let's do it. On the rev limiter. That lady's laughing. She's like, what the hell was that? You don't get to see Harleys doing wheelies around here much? Not much. This is my first time here. I'm going to Big Nick's Barbecue. Good food? Yeah, I've been told. Awesome. Love hearing that from a local, that I'm going to the right place. Dude, you look at the roofs of a lot of these buildings, man. This storm, I mean, if you're already in a low income area, then you're getting hit by tropical storms and things outside of your control. Really do got to sympathize with a lot of the residents here in Georgia and especially Florida. Oh my God.
I'm going to show you one of the homes here in Valdosta that had enough wind to have a tree actually fall onto the home. So if you can follow me here, you can see just how that just slammed into the house.
Oh, look at a cool little firehouse here, huh? They have their own firehouse. Remerton is a neighborhood of Valdosta. And yeah. Looks new, looks nice. Wow. These are like row houses. This like really kind of brings me back to, I don't know, somewhere like Oakdale Gardens down in the hundreds in Chicago. I do want to take a guess that this is most likely public housing, or at one time it was. Your boy tried to do a lot of research into violent crime and history here, and how the neighborhoods are laid out. But as far as public housing and the actual murder rates and stuff like that, I wasn't able to find much on. Look at this, man. It just smells like mold and asbestos in here. House got absolutely destroyed. They're like connected, you know, one house. Bringing this thing up to the rev limiter is always fun like that, man. Spinning. That's City Hall, huh? Oh, that's court. We're going to court. Wow. Roof. I was actually down here last night and attended a couple of these bars. Some of them still had storm damage and whatnot. Definitely a college town type of feel. I was here at Mid Street. $2 wells, $2 bottles. Like, come on, man, you're not getting that in Chicago. I don't care where you go. And I would be pretty misinformed if I didn't inform you of the university that exists in this city. There's over 12,000 students at Valdosta State University. Now, when your city's only 150,000, that's almost 10% students, man. It's this is definitely a college town. So it was a good time going out there. It was only a Tuesday. This is another really big club, but a couple of them are shut down because of the storm damage, is what I've been told. Ooh, they got a psychic with visions. I hope this psychic can visualize my van being fixed so I can get the hell out of here. No, I'm kidding. So far, so good. It's nice down here. It's nice, but your boy definitely does need to be in a major city to not have his butthole like this every time I do a wheelie in a small town. And there's almost no riders here, man. There's nothing. Where is Big Nick? Big Nick's. Let's hit this thing with a kill switch. They're shooting machine guns out here! Alright, this barbecue better be all I think it is gonna be. Lots of these license plate readers around here too, these flock cameras. Lots of them. Where is Big Nick's? Am I missing it? It's on the other side of the street. I got it. I sees it. Here we go. Big Thick Nick's. The Juke Joint. The Jukin' Joint. Yeah, this thing's feeling good. Might need a new tire here soon though. How's it going, guys? Got the chief of fire here, the battalion chief. Oh, nice. Hello. Yeah, dining in. So I totally forgot I'm running this lens cap now that kind of distorts the sun a little bit. So when I came in here, I'm sure that footage is way too dark. This tea is insanely sweet. Sweet tea down here is nuts. Everyone said go with the barbecue, so I went with the beef brisket sandwich. Just looked good, and multiple people have told me do the barbecue here, so here we are. And yeah, this is for everyone that always asks about my settings, this is a Hero 12 with the lens cap. It's what is that, an ND16 with a old school GoPro microphone adapter, not the media mod, with an old school in-helmet mic. Just a little bit easier and yeah, less stuff going on. Barbecue sauce is like orange, looks really good. Thank you. This brisket absolutely melts in your mouth. Super good. Barbecue sauce, really unique taste. Just awesome. I don't know. Definitely worth the stop here at Big Nick's. Episode 79. This is insane, man. I've had a lot of beef brisket before, but this is melt in your mouth. Super good. Super, super, super good. And the coleslaw is really sweet. Kind of like the tea. Super sweet. So far, though, just amazing. Big Nick's, man. I didn't wanna get too like crazy and overhype it while I was eating it in there, just because I didn't want to, get their heads too big. But yo, that brisket, the coleslaw's good, barbecue sauce good, all that, but the brisket, the way it melted in my mouth, that was crazy. It was really good. There's no wonder now that everyone from the guy that's working on my van to multiple other locals to even that lady in the van saying that this is the spot. As soon as I said restaurant or even mentioned food, Big Nick's. And look at this place. It's packed on a weekday afternoon. I couldn't imagine what this place would look like on a weekend night. Super cool, man. Episode 79 is proven to be pretty cool. Whew. Your boy's full. Now, the racial makeup of Valdosta, 34% white, 54% African American, and the rest is other mixed with Asian, Hispanic, but primarily it's white and black. It seemed to be that way for some time now, all the way till this town's inception in the 1800s. It's been white and black. Most neighborhoods and towns and city I go to, they are segregated, especially in Chicago. It's the most segregated city in the entire U.S., Chicago. So when I'm saying those numbers in our neighborhoods and I'm like, 98% African American or, 86% white, like, it's extremely segregated. In most towns and cities, it's not. Great food, great history, good people. What else can you really ask for? Besides Georgia State Patrol lurking everywhere. I feel like they're behind every single freaking tree. Maybe it's just my PTSD of the state police down south. Had some bad experiences in Florida, boys. Dear God. That house demolished, man. But yeah, I mean, other than that, you can get one of these houses for under 6 figures, which is pretty unheard of. Especially a little bit of storm damage. You can come down here and fix something up real nice. The median household income here is $24,000 a month. Over 28% of the city's population lives below the poverty line, and over 38% of children under 18 live below the poverty line here. Super sad. Speaking of gas station without an awning, like that last video with Cowie, man. What's going on, guys? I've been better. I'm broke down over here. Not on the bike, in my van, so I've been stuck in the town for about a day. I just got done eating barbecue over at Big Nick's. Oh my God. I'll tell you what, that brisket just like melted in my mouth. It was crazy. It was a good. Yeah, they got a nice like bar. They got a stage, TVs.
He just got in that building.
Oh, did he? Yeah, it looks like a brand new spot. Yeah, no, they're good. Yeah, that's a 2000 FXDL Harley Davidson. So it's carbureted. It's an old one. It's an old one. Yeah, no, it's not automatic, but. Thank you. Yeah, it's old, but I'll take care of it. What are you, the police? Where are you asking about my tag? Come on, what the fuck? What? He gonna write me a ticket. Yeah. Asking all your questions. What's up with y'all's rain boots? The rain boots.
He worked detailing.
Okay. Okay.
I'm off. I ain't got off. I'm going back. I'm home. I got 2 more to do. I'm on my way home. Yep.
Man.
Done.
What's y'all's names?
My name's Bernard.
Brian. Yeah. Good to meet y'all, man. Hey, you too. Something kind of crazy about Georgia and the gambling is that gambling is illegal here, but there's still slot machines. How do they get around that? They have vouchers for gas stations and whatnot that you can use at the gas stations. Skittle water. Ugh. Oh, never mind. How you doing? Good.
All right, buddy, take it easy.
That's it, man. Yeah.
That be your first time going to Big Nick?
Oh yeah, yeah. This is my first time in Valdosta.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah.
Found the best restaurant, man.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Everyone keeps saying. When I asked for a restaurant, I heard Big Nick's multiple times. So I was like, all right, that's a.
Number 1 barbecue for him.
Yeah.
He
He does, yeah. That's what I said. In the middle of the week, and he's.
Middle of the week.
Right.
Take it easy, buddy.
Hey, you too, guys. Couple good old boys drinking some lemonade steel reserves. Love to see it, love to see it. Everyone is so nice down here in Georgia. I know I said that when I did a Hood Eats in Alabama last year, is that just how unbelievably nice everyone really was. And yeah, the same can be said about this. It's starting to drizzle, man. Gosh, it keeps starting to rain every time I'm riding. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. How do I always end up on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive? Look at these houses, man. Like, just total disrepair down here. I'm sure that hurricane that came through didn't help. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. The boys are looking at you. Don't turn around. Is he gonna turn around? Oh, thank God. I don't got time to get harassed by Valdosta police. Look at that, they still got a Piggly Wiggly down here. There used to be Piggly Wigglies everywhere in Chicago, but definitely not anymore. Guys, look right in front of me. Zoom in. Closer. Yeah, you see that? He's getting over too. That's Georgia Highway Patrol. The blue and the silver. That is terrifying. He's gonna hit me on my bike! Oh, Alright guys, as we leave city limits, I really do just want to say how thankful I am for each and every one of you guys for letting me be able to do these videos and watching them. I love doing Hood Eats. I love explaining the history behind neighborhoods, cities, states, different countries, everything. And kind of learning why they are the way they are, you know? This was one of my first time doing like a true southern city like this and finding some of that true racist, dark history that our country unfortunately does have in certain places. So I don't talk about that or take that lightly. That's definitely a crazy part of American history. Lynch mobs and people just killing each other for absolutely no reason over skin. Come on, man. If you guys are new here though, consider hitting subscribe. If you guys like the video, make sure to give it a like and leave something for me down in the comments. Hopefully my van is fixed by the time I get back. All right guys, so I ended up just renting this F-150 as the van is going to be down for quite some time. I'm going to leave the Harley and the van here, and then me and this old girl are going to go the extra 400 miles down to Florida for Fort Lauderdale. My wheel bearing exploded and it's seized up in there, so we got to get this whole assembly. But I can't really even be that mad because this thing has been so reliable to me over the years. So you and you are going to stay here. I'm going to miss having my bed, but let's get down to Broward for Broward on top. Thank you, man.
No problem, brother.
I'll see you on Monday.
All right, see you.
Let's go, baby. I really hate breaking down, although that van has been nothing but reliable for me. But as always, guys, your least favorite motovlogger, signing out from Southern Georgia, from the city of Valdosta. I love you guys. Respect life. I'm out of here. Peace.